I have heard long ago, in days deep when I was once a child, stories of strange mystery, things I had imagined for quite a long while. Verses of sorcery performed by elusive magic entities right up the road from here, conducted by discreet little elusive fairies. Many years have passed, but the enigma is still seared in the deep recesses of my brain. Having come home back recently, do all those old stories still remain? The lure of intense, inquisitive yearnings bubbled henceforth from within. I was to set off in search of the truth, not just a blast of petulant, impulsive whim. My memory is somewhat fuzzy, and the exact location now a bit haze. I set off on my day's journey, determined to answer that long-eluded craze. Up civil roads, around the block, to many nature strips, pushing further forward, relentlessly marching up hills and down soggy pits. Remnants of the big bushfire leap forth from 2003, over 20 years ago, yet with scattered singed reminders of burnt-out stumps and charred trees. Momentary gloom sets in. It overcomes my immediate determined task. How much life has changed, and I wasn't even asked. Then, through the blackened bark, a shock of vibrant lime-green fern, a secret sign of life's return for which my spirit had yearned. I knelt beside a hollow log, moss-slicked and velvet-lined. Was this the threshold of the world I'd left so far behind? The sudden flash of a dragonfly, perhaps the shimmering gossamer wing. The air grew thick with quiet hums that only forests can hear sing, no longer just a childhood haze or a story from the nursery bookshelf. The magic wasn't in the wood, it was waking within myself. The trees may wear their scars of ash, as I wear mine of time, but through the dirt and the soggy pits we both begin to climb. For though the landscape shifted and the discreet one moves away, the wonder of each search itself is what was here to stay. I crested the final rise where the subdued blackened timbers thin, and found a place where nature ends and a tiny world begins. Not born of ancient sorcery or spirits of the air, but built with small, persistent hands with imaginative, gentle care. A village made of river stones, of popsicle sticks and twine, tucked beneath a tall gum tree, a miniature makeshift delicate shrine. There were glitter-painted pebbles and doors of weathered bark, a beacon for the elusive one to find their way through the 21st century dark. I stood before their handiwork on that quiet, wind-swept, isolated hill, realizing that the mystery I sought was breathing in them still. The fire had claimed the canopy, singed the earth, and charred the ground, but it couldn't touch the spark of children dreaming fairyland from which the ash had found. I bowed my head to the little gate, a pilgrim at the door, finding there the very thing I'd come back and was indeed searching for. The mystery hadn't vanished, it had only morphed its face, to live within the simple love that built this tiny sacred place. I left a piece of silver bark upon the mossy floor, a promise to the child I was, and the elusive ones of lore. For though the hills may carry scars, and years may drift like shifting sands, there will always be a hilltop here, in the heart of Wanias's fairyland.